Now That You're Big by Simon Greiner. Now that you're big, there's some stuff you should know. There's some stuff you should know about your bits down below. You may notice some stuff when you notice a girl who's about your own age when her boo-boobs unfurl. When her boo-boobs go boink, your wang might go wunk and stick out like a punk when you notice her junk. Then what will you do when you wutter and wunk? What should you do when you notice her junk? What will you do with all that, with that junk in her trunk, while your wing-wang's all fat? You could do what comes natural, just ask this elf. Why, he'll tell you there's no shame in touching yourself. But be warned, here's a sum. When you add junk to wunk, multiply it by wank, then the answer is spunk. But just ask that elf, and he'll say with a wink that he'll thank you to wank anywhere but the sink. Well, the sink should be fine, that's his personal gripe. You can wank anywhere that it's easy to wipe. You can wank in the bath. You can wank in a lake. You can wank on the phone. You can wank on a cake. You can wank on a boat. You can wank on a ball. You can wank at your school. You can wank in the hall. Oh, the places you'll wank. You'll wank most everywhere, sending icky, sticky spunk flying up in the air. Unless you're a girl. If you are, here's the dirt. Though you might not spurt spunk, you might muster a squirt. If you don't, not to worry. You don't need to fuss. On the upside, it means there'll be less mess and muss. Not that mess is a problem. Any wank is auspicious. But sometimes it pays to be more surreptitious. And while wanking is fun, you'll like what comes next. Take a look at this thing. This thing is a sex. Here's a sex in a bed. Here's a sex in a hut. And if it's okay, here's a sex in a butt. But you must have real trust with the sex in the butt. Yes, for sex in the butt, lots of trust is a must. And also relaxing, that's important too. A butt needs relaxing for sexing and saxing. But sexing is special, there's no ifs or maybes, 'cause sexing makes bodies like factories for babies. The wing-wang goes in, and the spunk all goes out, inside the mom like a big fireman's spout. And it goes to a place, and it mixes with eggs, and it stays in a womb while it tries to grow legs. What is a womb? Well, a womb is a room. A womb is a room where a kid'll be soon. A womb is all squishy and moist and magenta, and if there's a kid, then it's full of placenta. But the kid must be small, if there's one there at all, just the size of a bean or the size of a ball. When the kid gets too big, then it's time to get out. When it happens to you, you will probably shout. You will shout, you will yell, you will roll on the floor, 'cause the kid must come out of a very small door. And so then there's your kid, all covered in goo. I know it sounds gross, but it happened to you. Can you believe it? I know it sounds dumb that a kid could come out of a hole near your bum. But it's not just a thing that I thought that I thunk. It's all true, so watch out when you're bumping your junk. The end.